about the last episode.
All right, so let's do some ideas because I think one of the cool things, what I love about any technically minded person who has business success is typically when people who are non-technical get into business, they go in one of two paths. They sort of become a financier. They're like, great, still love business, but I don't want to sweat anymore, so I'll invest. And lots of people invest, but they make investing the main thing. And what I found is that a lot of people who are technical that end up being successful, they never stop loving kind of what's new, where technology is going, how behaviors are changing, that sort of thing. And whether they start a new company or not, they sort of live as a user at the edge.
Yeah.
And so, so tell me, like, I guess what maybe one or two kind of technologies or ideas right now, spaces that are most exciting to you at the moment.
Two. One is around kind of broadly defined cryptocurrency, and we haven't talked about BitClout yet, but I'll bring that out. Is a cryptocurrencies as applied to other kind of mainstream things. So we're not doing HubSpot, which I have no plans of doing anything else, but this is the idea. I'm gonna give you my pitch, Sean.
Yeah.
What you should do, since now you're out of Twitch, is you should do a professional network that's powered by the blockchain. That, and I'm going to say this as kindly as that people love, because if people don't love the incumbent right now.
Can I say my opinion, Dharmesh?
Sure.
You know my opinion. You cool if I say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
LinkedIn sucks. Or how about this? A lot of people say LinkedIn sucks, and you're suggesting building a different one on the blockchain.
So let's sketch it out. So
here's what I say. What I even have a 7-figure domain name picked out for you. I will write the $5 million check for you to go do it as far as a seed round, or up to $5 million if you want to let other people in. That's amazing.
This just got spicy. Okay.
Oh my God. What's the domain name that you have?
I am dead serious. I have, so, and here's why it needs to
Wait,
exist.
let's play this out. Yeah, keep going.
So the issue right now is that, LinkedIn, yes, people don't like it. It was a product that was great for its time, and times have changed now. There's a different kind of need. And the thing I'm excited about is the intersection of a couple of things. One is, we didn't have things like BitClout or a cryptocurrency before. Now we do, right? One of the issues with LinkedIn is like, okay, well, you've got the kind of spam issue. You've got all this like, okay, well, how do I separate all the noise from the signal? It's just a pain in the ass. Over time,
right.
The asymptotic move for LinkedIn is like diminishing utility, right? It's like it's just going to become painful, and then there's a cap on where you can go with it. So imagine so BitClout ended up doing Twitter with the blockchain. Imagine if there was something else that did LinkedIn on the blockchain, and you have your own kind of currency, and then you could say, hey, you know what? I'm an engineer that's a free agent or whatever, and for $500, I will look at your company and apply for it, and I'll do a reasonably good job. Or for $10, I'll open your email. Or for X, I'll do this. It's like, okay, right now, the market
there's an inherent. So the cool thing about BitClout is everybody's got a price, right? Every coin has a certain value, and so the beauty of a professional one would be right now when you go on LinkedIn, it is not obvious the level of hierarchy, right? And so you always have people who are either recruiters or people who are at the bottom of the career ladder, trying to keep connecting and reaching out to the people at the top of the career ladder, and they have no real incentive to do it. So they just sort of ignore LinkedIn altogether. Why would I even go to this site? I'm just going to get inundated with crap that I don't really want. And so the beauty of this is that because everybody has a coin value, you sort of inherently have baked in the sort of like career worth, career value that this person is bringing to the table into the network. And so somebody has a way to buy attention. So they buy your coin, which increases your price. So it's a mutual beneficialness. Right now, if I go pay LinkedIn, I can send you spam in mail. You do not receive any of the revenue from me paying LinkedIn for the right to spam you. Right. In this case, I could say, hey, if you want to spam me, if you want me to read your thing and you want me to respond to it, here's my prices. So it becomes revenue generating for me. And the second thing is that when somebody reaches out, I can quickly assess their value in the network based on how much other people believe in this person, how much other people weight this person. Totally. And so now it's not this kind of like every node kind of looks the same on the surface. No, they would not look the same on the surface, which is really cool.
Correct. And just one more thing. Yeah. So yes, so that there's a kind of crypto angle where everyone's got a price. The other angle is we'll call it PageRank for the professional graph, right? So right now the professional graph,
that's cool,
including Twitter, it's all symmetric, right? So every person you follow gets an equal number of follow value, whatever. Their count goes up by exactly one. It's not weighted in any single any way.
explain PageRank a little bit.
Okay, so the kind of the beauty behind Google, the original idea that made it the powerhouse it is today, is they said, okay, well, how do we determine what the best set of results are to show for a keyword search, right? And it came down to two things. One is like the overall context of the page. So if you're searching for real estate Boston or something like that, it'll look at all the pages that's indexed. And it's like, okay, well, these set of pages are about real estate in Boston to varying degrees. That's kind of factor one in the function.
So which people also just say good content.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just call it quality, like the context.
Quality content, yeah, which is the whole thing.
Authority, right? And the authority is where PageRank comes in. So they say, okay, here's this individual web page that's sitting on the internet. We're going to measure its authority by how many links are coming into that page, because that's a endorsement of effect. And the value that those links pass to that individual page, the PageRank value of it, the authority that gets passed through, is based on the PageRank of those pages, right? So it's a recursive function to say, oh, well, if the New York Times links to you, that's much more valuable than if Dharmesh's blog links to you, because New York Times has more PageRank. Mm-hmm. Last piece of the PageRank thing, which is super important to know, is that the amount of PageRank you pass across the links from your page are proportional to your PageRank. So let's say I have 2 units of PageRank, I'm making the number up, and if I link to just one person, it's your blog, Sam, all the PageRank I have on that page accrues to you by transference. If I link to 10 different people, it gets distributed across those 10 links.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a weighted graph versus just a symmetrical graph where we're not. So now if you imagine a professional network graph where everything was graphed, it's like, okay, well, I endorse Sam, and I have a certain authority, I have a certain currency, if we've got a cryptocurrency underneath it, and as a result of which Sam's currency goes up by X amount. So it's not just me buying shares, it's just by that. So I think the notion of a follow should go away. It's like, if you really, really like that person, buy $1, buy $5 or something like that, right? Like that's the one kind of.
So what you're saying is, just to make sure I understand. So what you were saying is, instead of just following Sam, which you have an infinite supply and sort of is a pretty light signal, you're saying in this case you would be able to own some of Sam's coin. That'd be a pretty strong endorsement. And secondly, the fact that your coin is worth a lot would mean that because you, a valuable person, own Sam's coin goes up not just by the $5 you paid, but by some multiple of that in terms of the overall algorithm, the way the algorithm weights Sam's value now.
Correct. So for instance, if you raise money, if you're a startup and you raise money from Andreessen or Sequoia, like $1 million is not $1 million. So what it comes from actually has an impact. The same thing, like, follow should matter. The fact that, that you follow me should matter more than someone that that just joined Twitter or BitCloud or whatever yesterday, right? Like doesn't make any sense.
This is a tremendous idea. I'm having trouble containing myself at the moment. This is one of the more exciting ideas because people know
this is exactly what I came here for, is to put you on the spot. And it was like, okay, listen to this idea, Sean.
That's insane. Because I got excited about BitCloud, and I got excited about it because I think that we do want a social network that's inverted. So instead of one platform controlled by one company that owns all the data, it's inverted. It's inside out. It's basically no company. All the data is free, and you own your own business on top of it. And so I think that I don't want to say, how do I say decentralized without saying decentralized? That's my way of saying it. Okay.